Hi, welcome back to Hike Oregon. We are here reviewing first impression review. Well, mine's second impression because I wore them once already. So second impression on the snowshoes from Costco. First thing I'll say is they're $60. Pretty unbeatable price. They come with a zipper bag that you can put them in. They come with trekking poles, and their trekking poles have like the snow baskets. I mean, for the price, pretty unbeatable. So you might think, if I go often, should I even get these? Are they gonna break after 2 uses? If you go snowshoeing, I would say even up to like 5 times a year, these are gonna be
plenty
awesome.
Perfect. Yeah,
these are really going to be awesome for you. So before this melts, I want to show you something that kind of bothered me also on the last hike, is that I tend to get a clump of ice forming on the heel area here. So snow collects, and then when you squish it down, it's just makes a big clump of ice. So after a couple of miles, you get this like chunk, which then of course you can feel through your shoe.
So you're gonna knock it
so it's
off
not
there.
ideal. Also has heel lifts, which is awesome. That is one of the selling points for us for snowshoeing. So we definitely wanted to get snowshoes that had heel lifts, because we've both snowshoed without heel lifts before in steep terrain, and it's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
I love the little handle here that you can, you pull it closed when you get your foot in the snowshoe.
So super easy to close.
I love it because you can carry your snowshoes with it, and it's always driven me crazy because I get cold hands and I don't want to carry the snowshoes.
Yeah,
I don't
to
know.
and from your car.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve thing of mine. So being a sissy girl, whatever, I like these because you can carry it easier with these.
It's like a rubber.
Yeah, it's a rubber handle, and then you can also use it and yard the thing tight on your foot.
Yep.
So you can get it super tight, and you don't have some weird string or laces or anything hurting your hands while you're trying to.
And then to undo it, it's super easy. There's another little string on these tabs, and you just pull the tabs, and it just opens it for you.
Yeah, it's a really neat binding system.
The in and out is super easy, which was another pet peeve of mine on my old MSR. I know MSR has gotten better. They now have better bindings, but they had basically these rubber things.
Oh, yeah.
They had 4 of them that you had to wrench closed, and then they would flop around, and oh gosh, to get them tight enough was really difficult. Like, it was a workout just to get your snowshoes on. So the back strap is just the rubber thing, and you put it in the little hole. It's super easy once you have it sized right.
I love the tread, the aggressiveness.
Yes, I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
For how cheap these are, these are they look almost exactly like my MSR Lightning Ascent snowshoes. With the side teeth, a lot of cheaper snowshoes basically only have this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they have one thing, and they don't have any side stuff. So this is really good if you're like on steep terrain.
And it has heel stuff too, so if you're in the heel lifts and everything, it's like gives you that extra. It just
crunches in.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like them.
Something I've noticed just from using it twice, I don't know if you can see, is there's already a little bit of wear here on the side. Some of the plastic is chewed up because of like when you're snowshoeing. It also on is that yours? Yeah,
this is mine.
On the other side. You see how it's chewed up?
Oh, because you're stepping on your own feet.
Yeah, I mean, you can't walk this far apart, right? So you're like, So your snowshoes are touching often.
Yeah.
So
that happens with my regular shoes though too. I get wear spots because
Yeah.
trip over
So
my own
that's just
feet.
something I
That's-
noticed that was immediate wear.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing I like is the inside of the binding
Uh-huh.
is padded.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whereas
You're
like
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere. So if you're, having your bindings really tight,
You don't get a pressure
you're not getting it
blister or
right.
anything.
Because
Yeah.
that's happened to me too with
Yeah.
the MSR, because
Yep.
all it was these rubber buckles,
Yeah.
and then you're just pulling it so tight that it ends up
Yeah.
hurting your foot. So
Yeah. No, I noticed that my
Yeah.
feet didn't hurt coming
No, not
out
at
here, and I didn't know that that's why, but that makes sense.
yeah.
On all my other snowshoes, the ones that I rented from Burke's, and then
Yeah.
the ones that I borrowed from Holly, and then the ones I borrowed from you,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I bought my own snowshoes, my feet would hurt in different
Yep,
places,
me
and I
too.
just thought it was part of snowshoeing, or like I needed better boots.
Oh yeah.
But that's not the
no,
actual
because these are
case.
$30
Yeah,
boots from
30
Weimar.
Yep.
So it's like you can.
Yeah, and they just right on, and it felt comfortable.
I mean, I think it's a go if you can get
Yeah.
your hands on these. I know they sell out fast every season, so it was good to test these out.
Mhm.
I think they're great. Everyone I've heard talk about these has raved, which is why I initially got them.
And they're lightweight too.
Yeah, they're
Like a lot of snowshoes are kind of heavy, especially when you have all the tread
yeah,
and the grippy
for
stuff.
all the binding
It's
and
just
like
not heavy.
they're not heavy. Like I don't feel like I'm like my hip flexors weren't sore really last time I went. So that's a good testament to
The whole shoe.
the weight.
Yeah.
Because my MSR, granted I had really large MSR lightning ascents, but they're the same kind of metal material, and they were so heavy that every time I went my hip flexors were just killer. They would kill me. So yeah, I think it's a great snowshoe.
Mhm.
Highly recommend. They come in 3 sizes. Okay, so this is the small.
Yeah.
They had one
The
size.
medium was like several inches longer.
The medium, yeah, because we were looking at the weight capacity, and this one goes up to 150 pounds. So it was like, well, do we get the small? Do we get the medium? But then I laid out the medium next to this, and it was just like, it was probably 4,
yeah,
maybe 3.5
and
inches.
wider as well. I think it was
It
a little
just-
wider.
For how small we are, it just
It was
it
too
would've
big
been
of a
miserable.
shoe. Yeah,
and heavier. It just
Yeah.
is so much heavier at that point. So, yeah, just decided on this and love it.
if we got a snowshoe, these are it.
If we got a snowshoe, yep. We don't love snowshoeing,
No.
but I have tried, a bunch of different snowshoes, tubs, MSR. I'd say
Yep.
it's a go.
It's a go.
So,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up. If you don't already, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. That's where I post all of my recent hiking and backpacking adventure pictures. And if you want to hike and backpack here in this amazing state of Oregon, like this lake, for example, is in one of my books, check out my website, hikeoregon.net, and you'll find tons of information there. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next adventure.